You're watching TVC Breakfast. Now let's head over to the streets around K2 where our reporter Theophilus Elamah is standing by at a newspaper stand. Theophilus, good morning. It's good to have you join us now. What are the people saying? It's over to you now.
Good morning, Mike. Good morning, Kemi. Good morning, Uncle Sam. Now, the newspaper stand is ever robust, of course, coming from the outcome of the Osun election yesterday. Many people here are giving their own conjectures and their own opinions on the situation. Of course, the headlines in the newspapers this morning are spread across talking about Osun State. Now, we'll start with this day newspaper. It says here, Buhari, Osun people have expressed their will through ballot. It must matter, be respected. That's in the headlines in this day. And the writer says, congratulates PDP's Adeleke on electoral victory, reiterates commitment to credible electoral system. Atiku, Ayu, Saraki, Diri, Obaseki will be others. Salutes winner. That's in this day this morning. So we'll move to the Punch newspaper at this point. It says, face off with Aregbesola cost Oyetola's election. Re-election, as a minister's faction says. That's in the Punch newspaper this morning. Face off with Aregbesola cost Oyetola's re-election. That's according to the minister's faction. We move to the Vanguard newspaper. It says, Osun factors that gave Adeleke victory. And you can see there the declaration results there stating the red part you see here is showing that Adeleke has been elected as the governor of the state. We go to the Nation newspaper this morning. Adeleke PDP celebrates as Oyetola studies results. And the writer says, governor calls for calm. Buhari outcome, Osun people's will. Abdusalami panel decries vote buying. That's in the Nation newspaper this morning. So many people, like you can see, you can hear from the background, a lot of people are reacting to the various issues in the newspapers this morning. Of course, the Osun election, and the Vanguard also has a story about Osinbajo going on a surgery in a hospital in Nigeria. So we'll look at all of that and other issues, and of course getting the reactions of people. First of all, let me have your reaction. Let's start with you. What do you think about these headlines now? Osun people have decided, and there is a new governor coming in. So what do you think about all of this?
I'm just free. What happened in Osun, sometimes, with a studied analysis I had for the whole thing, briefly, Osun people have taken their decisions. And I believe whatever decision they take today will go a long ways to affect them. Now, they've changed, they have a change of governors. And the present sitting governor got defeated by the incoming PDP candidate looks somehow worried, because I personally score Oyetola not as low as that. He has performed credibly. But for two people to go in this direction, so maybe they might have wake up one night and this one. But I as well envisage that the religions of a team ravaging the country, discussion concerning religion, Muslim, and the presidency are going to go extensively to play a key part in changing the present governors. Because I believe also has a large amount of Christianity. Okay. But one other thing as well, which are with cautions, we should be very careful when we take decisions. Because changing governance as well, we have done it in the past in this country, we regret it. Though at that time of the event, the decision need to be taken. But now we should be very, very careful. We should be very careful. In the West here, in the West here, we need to combine communism with our democracy. Because we know what is on ground. We should play the game to the fullest with intelligence. We should be very, very careful.
Let me get other people's reaction here. What's your reaction to all of this?
Election of Osun State, I'm very, very happy. I'm so happy more than any other person. Even the whole Nigerians are happy for what's happened in Osun State. It not be like Ekiti. Ekiti, I totally disappointed many people, every Nigerians. And I'm happy with Adeleke, with his PDP people who come out, and Osun people who come out say no, nonsense is enough. Okay, nonsense is okay. We don't want the APC again. Let the APC carry their road. get out from Osun State. So I'm very happy for their election.
So what does this portend for the people of Osun State now?
Yeah, good morning, Nigerians. As a matter of fact, so many people are happy that PDP won and stuff like that. But one thing is this: if you have never tasted good governance, you manage whatever you see. That's it. So what I'm saying is this: Nigerians are getting wiser gradually. They are getting wiser gradually, and we thank God for this electoral law that they just passed. You just vote. They type in whatever you vote into the computer, it goes straight to the server. That is the best thing that happens to Nigeria. We thank God for that one. We just thank God for that. If not, this election, they would have gone to maybe one hotel room, just write all the results and stuff like that. They come and announce with impunity. There's nothing you can do. So we just thank God for that. And we know that Nigerians are getting wiser. We saw, we heard so many things that people were even rejecting money. That's good. We collect 7,000. How many days? How many minutes with the 7,000 last? 10,000, how many minutes? So by the time Nigerians begin to understand the purpose of governance, then they will grow up. We just thank God that Nigerians are growing up. That's just it. We just thank God for that.
Let me have your own take on all of this.
Yeah, as in the Osun election is a welcome development. Like in the sense that we thank God for the electoral amendments that brought, that makes it very easy, seamless. When you vote, it goes direct to the server at Abuja. You understand? So, and I also think maybe the Muslim tickets, issue also played a part. But
why do you think that will play a part? Because it's a Christian here.
Yes, because we have more of Christian in Osun State, and as I think some people are just fed up, like they don't like what's going on up there at Abuja, so they decided to go for a change of governance. You understand? So I think it's a welcome development to have to try different governance. It's a welcome development. Thank God. If this, it's a very good big achievement for the Muhammadu Buhari administration to sign that electoral amendment. It's a very welcome development.
All right, let's have more reactions to the headlines. Of course, looking at Oshibajo's surgery, Senate ordered Nimasa DJ's arrest over $9 billion loss. There are a lot of stories in these headlines. Looking at all of this now, what do you think about the headlines this morning?
Well, this morning, what I think about, especially, I just want to comment based on the surgery the vice president conducted in Nigeria. We're looking forward to a government that will have good facilities, they don't have to travel abroad for anything medical checkup. It's a shame that those abroad, our counterpart, don't come to Nigeria for anything like that. I've never sit or wake up any morning to hear president from Germany, wherever, coming to Nigeria for medical checkup. But it's a slap on Nigerian face. We have the best medical doctors on earth, the best surgeons on earth. We have the best professors in every field. But it's a shame in Nigeria that a particular leader, a local government chairman can just feel something like paying anywhere, just travel abroad because he has everything at his disposal. But what we are saying, the vice president has laid a landmark for some of the politicians, the incoming government, wherever they are coming from. I believe that if you are to lane and to tell us that definitely Nigeria is going somewhere and giving the future better, making the future better for us, definitely they should start showing us the sign. The common man should be able to have hope. If a big man, if you don't have money to travel abroad, how will you be able to treat yourself? The vice president has proven to us that definitely we have facilities. So we want it reciprocated in our local communities. We have communities in Nigeria that before you locate a facility, a health facility, you have to travel far. What if you're already down? How can you get there? They should do that reciprocated to all our constituencies and our local governments everywhere in Nigeria. We should have health facilities. Those infrastructures, we need them on ground. Those are the things we need. Kudos to him, and I wish him quick recovery. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Of course, Nigerians have aired their views on the different headlines in the newspapers this morning. And at this point, we will end from the newspaper stand. Thank you very much for watching. Over to the studio where Kemi and Mike and, of course, Uncle Sam will be taking up the newspaper, the breakfast.
All right. Thank you very much, Theophilus, for all of that. We heard from the streets And some persons made reference to the Muslim ticket. Now, the point there is, in the South, in the Southwest, the issue of religion is not central to anything, either in politics or, whatever, in social life. People just do what you have to do. So it seems the measure of what religion is, okay, there are more Christians here, there are more Muslims here. Sometimes the analysis may not necessarily be right.
Well, sometimes when we go to newspaper stands, it's good to hear what the people say, but you hear what they feel and you see their ignorance, you see their intelligence. There was a lot of ignorance with one of them who was saying that Nigeria was not happy with the election in Ekiti. Yeah. We're happy with the one in Osun. You want to tell the people they should vote for. You think you see, it was praising democracy, but it was not acting like a Democrat. You want to decide for the people who should be their favorite.
Exactly.
That kind of thing. That's the kind of ignorance. The guy was talking about Osun. Saying that there are more Christians in Osun, so it doesn't have the numbers to say that. Osun is very mixed, and in Yoruba land, nobody looks at the religious composition of a ticket or even whether the person is Christian or Muslim. But people who say that are usually those who are not from Southwest, because those who were making those comments, from their accents, you could know that we're not Southwesterners from Southwest.
But, interesting too, because no two states are the same. We saw how it happened in Ekiti State during the just concluded election, and then we've seen how it has also, panned out for the Osun electorate. So these are two different states. The politics, they're obviously different. So we can't use what occurred in one state to determine how it would swing in the other state. And even on the subject of, the Muslim ticket, how religious lines have enhanced or divided us as a nation. Interesting because, of course, it's common knowledge that Southwest, as against what occurs in the North, you're first a member of the Southwest. That's what the Southwesterner, average Southwesterner looks at, rather than your religion. But we can't say the same for the North, because, of course, we've seen the Northern Christians coming out several times, especially now, saying that they ought to have been considered. But, of course, the dynamics in the North are way different for what occurs down South, especially in the Yoruba-speaking part in Southwest. And some have even posited that maybe we'll get to a time when the average resident or the average Northerner would not look at your religion before endorsing you or before supporting you, as against the trends that we are still left with.
I noted today in my column that the Northern Christians have to do the work of convincing
Northern
Muslims that this is the time to do it. And the Northern Muslims can also do the work, those are elites, to do the work, to say, let us pick the right person.
Right.
But power is not given a la carte. You have to do the work. Obama is a minority in the US. He won because there were a lot of white buy-ins. The black votes could not make him the president of the United States. But it is because there were debates and there were acts of persuasions within the polity to do that. It is not by intimidating the white man that you get the white man to vote for the white man. It was a long walk. But you have to go through the long walk. Maybe we are going through the long walk. In states, as I also said today, in some states, minorities have been seen to win. Minorities ethnic have been seen to win because they have certain arrangements. For instance, Governor Udoha became governor of Delta State from the Shekiris, which are a minority in Delta State. The Robos are the majority. But they voted for him because of an arrangement, which they can do. So democracy is not about saying that it is my right alone. Of course, it's your right. But no rights are not guaranteed. You have to work it. That's why we have a Republican spirit. We have democracies.
It's the same thing in Kogi State.
Yes.
If you cast your mind back, the makeup of Kogi State, where we have majority Igala, then we have the Ibira, and then we have the Okun.
Exactly.
Of course, the Ibira is so minority that they in themselves couldn't have, but the circumstance at that time played out in such a way that Ibira, for the first time, had the governor of Kogi State. So these are the dynamics sometimes. And if you go to Benue, it's the same thing where Tiv has always been the governor. The Idomas are saying, okay, we have to be governor sometime too. We have the Igides there too and all of that. So the point there is, there has to be proper engagement to the level where it doesn't matter what ethnic group you come from or what religion you profess, as the case may be. It wouldn't matter whether you are a man or a woman. We want to see where, if we have a female ticket, it delivers for everybody.
Really
if we have the south ticket, it delivers for everybody.
We really
if you have the north, that's what we're
then it's
looking
not
at.
Overnight. It's not something that happens overnight. It's a long process. It's a process. It's
the Industrial Revolution that turned around Europe and the world. It wasn't pleasant at the time it came.
Nobody knew there was an industrial revolution. Nobody was saying, there is an industrial revolution. No, it first started as a scientific revolution. People were coming up with good ideas about how the world worked. And then some people were coming out with spokes here. They were coming out with a little iron here. And then they put this together. They were able to make one machine.
Exactly.
And so on before you started having
all the things we had.
Exactly.